Hello friends, welcome back to Transport Fever Mainline. We find ourselves, to start today, just outside the brand new redeveloped truck stop outside Mega City 1. I didn't stage this opening shot, incidentally. I just spotted it was about to happen and figured it was a good place. I did a bit of reworking just on the truck stop here so that the throughput could be a little bit better than it was previously. The new passenger station, as you probably expect, is working fluidly. We're not going to go look at it because we've got other things fluid related on our mind for today. But before we get to that, I occasionally get a few comments that look like this. Yeah. All of that, yeah. And the basic principle is that's not going to work because all of my trains run in a loop, apart from cross-country stuff, which we haven't really developed that yet. So today I'm going to do something rash to see what happens, and that was kind of the point of the series. So stick around until after the bombastic intro, and you'll see what rash looks like. So you join me here at the scene of the crime, and I've bought a few trains. Well, I say a few. I've bought quite a lot. I've bought several trains there, and the total bill has come to just a shade over $1 billion. I've bought $1 billion worth of trains, and I'm going to fling them up the lines. I've done exactly the same quantity in both directions, although the ordering's slightly different. Everything should fit. Everything should work. So the only thing to do really is fling them up the line. So we'll stick you on freight. Wait for it. Widdershins. You're going to Widdershins. Widdershins, Spinwood. Right. Thank you. You're going. I won't make you sit through all of this. I'll do just enough so you get the idea of what I'm doing. Right. Widdershins. Yeah. Okay, that's that one gone. You there, hello. I want you to go up. Freight, Spinwood, tanker. Thank you. Yes. Right. Okay, get the idea. I'm now going to do that at high speed. Oh, I'll tell you what, and while we're doing that, we'll also get the game moving again. How about that as a notion? So here we are a little way through, having deployed all of these fine trains onto the track there. I'm checking every one that comes. You see there's one. You are freight Widdershins, not Spinwood. Because I noticed at the time that I'd set a couple of them the wrong way. What are you? You're a lumber, right? Okay, lumber flat car Widdershins. There we go. I think I did 2 in total, maybe more than that. But as you can see, here is the year where we bought the trains. And we made 423 million. The year after, because obviously I'm snarling up traffic while deploying all these new trains, we dropped by 20 million income, and we only lost 173 million there. The following year, again, we dropped yet more money, but we only lost 155 million. That's progress, that is. So this year, well, we'll keep our fingers crossed that this will improve. The year 23-35 is where we're going to pick things up. Let's continue whizzing, shall we? Right, that's the last one now having left, and they've actually been, typically, this one has just snarled things up, but I was going to say that there have been very few snarl-ups in the deployment of these. The number of signals I've got departing from the depots here is actually pretty positive. It's kept things moving quite nicely. Entertainingly, we've not seen an awful lot of traffic actually get as far as Alpha Complex here, but so be it. Anyway, I'm going to let the calendar rock through to the end of 2356, because we've only got a month to go, and then we'll look at exactly what's happened to the money. Now then, have I lost my mind, is the question you've already asked yourself, and the answer is actually no. Well, maybe in one area possibly I've maybe been a bit irrational, but let's have a look and see how we've done. So yeah, dropped again, 355, up one, 356. This year it should creep up a little further. And the reason there is any method to this madness whatsoever is because as much as I know that those freight trains are all going to cost me money, and a lot of it, where I could possibly make it back is with my trucks, because they tend to be quite profitable when handling any kind of a delivery system. Tend to be. That's the operative there. Right, let's turn some stuff on. And hey, hello everybody, and see what we've got. See what we've got waiting for us. Right. Okay. Now I deployed extra lumber flat cars in order to to get them moving, because there's an awful lot of lumber that's waiting to be picked up and transported and what have you. Equally, I've stuck a fair few oil cars out there in the system, simply because there's a lot of opportunity for oil to make some cash. If that is, I actually ship some oil. Now then, do these trucks carry oil? Let's go to a quick depot and do a road check here. I'm pretty certain they do. I'm pretty certain they're universal, because if they don't, then I need to have another rethink. There's a thing. Right, there. Oil, yes, absolutely. Do you carry fuel? Yes, you do. They are universal, so that's fine. Now, the only thing I haven't set up, and I've got 230 million quid left in the bank in order to make it happen, is I've not set up any oil lines at all. Yeah, that's going to cost me. So let's do that now. My thinking was that I'd get the trains rolling first this time around, and then do the oil lines afterwards. So that was the thinking. Right, who have we got here? This is Arrakis. Oh, that's lovely. And we're going to do Arrakis to wherever that is. Is this a Gallifrey? Yeah. Right. Okay. There we go. Give me this. Take a quick look at your naming convention. Delivery. No. Supply Arrakis to. Got it. Okay, thank you. Right, so from here, to wherever it was you just were, which was there. Right, okay, so that is supply Arrakis to whatever this one is. It can't be Gal Mainline. Well, it is. Let's, in the spirit of keeping things moving forward, Gal ML. We'll crack on. Yeah. Just purely because otherwise we'll be here all day. Now, I want to get enough of this done so that we can actually see some action happening. Yes, I might use a tanker. What about these 26-footers? They only carry 36, whereas these bad boys, they carry 75. Let's go with that, and I'll have 3 of them, please. Set line Gal ML. Supply Gal ML. There's no hyphen in there, dude. There's no, you've got one in here as well. You've been inconsistent. Oh, well, and... because you've missed a colon. Oh, crikey, your punctuation's all over the show. Sarakis, this. Okay, now, go, this, supply, come here, that one. Right, okay, moving on. In fact, I want to double check that I've not missed any other supply and or production routes that are nearby. We've got one here, but it's already been catered. So is that. They're just turning that into plastic, which is good because that will also feed all of the stuff that is currently using plastics. And where we'll know we've started to make an impact is if we start getting a build-up at truck stops, because that will also lead to a decrease in the amount of raw materials being produced in the first place if I don't stay on top of it. My intention is to stay on top of it. Now then, I know already that quite a lot of the oil on this map is slightly outlying. Like you've got one here, for example, that would make more sense to be shipped to somewhere near either Trumpton or Winchester and Fieldville. That said, no, that there is no that said. That's a thing. Likewise, we've got another one over here, which, I mean, I could set that up as a temporary and then replace it later, because we're going to need some of that to happen, you know. All right, okay, all right, we'll do that then. We'll chuck it for now and then replace it with a train if I manage to stay alive long enough to do so. I may end up flogging quite a few of those freight trains back again. We were profitable already, so selling those back is going to return us to profitability fairly quickly. Don't want to, obviously, but, you know, it can be done. So this is supply clampet oil to wherever this is, Seud, S-E-E-U, yeah, ML. Okay, let's bang 5 on that. No, let's bang 6 on that. 5's enough. Right, freight. These ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Get to work. Clamp it, please. Supply clamp it oil. There we go. Right, go on, get to work. Anything could happen as far as those are concerned. You know what? We're going to hook that one up as well. Purely because, you know, we're here. It needs hooking up. Although, do I want to send that out to Asgard? No, I think we're closer here. Well, certainly the whatchamacallit, the truck stop is a higher capacity. What are you talking about? Not really sure. Right, what are you? You are Triffid Farm. Okay. Right, supply. Yeah. Triffid 2, and that is S-E-E-U-M-L. Right, I'm now, no, hold on. Seud. No, it is the other way. You were right the first time. Carry on. Right, I'm going to do a quick lap of the map and get that done. When I come back, that will all be happening. And we'll either be bankrupt or I'll be making all kinds of celebratory noises. Right then, I'm down to my last 48 million quid in the world, and I've set up oil in a few places. Not enough by any stretch of the imagination. What I definitely need to do is pick up on sites like this one. Arguably that as well. It's not oil related, but you get the idea. Interstitial freight routes are going to need to become a bigger part of the mix, frankly. You know, when we've got iron ore sat around, there's a lot left on the table when it comes to interior freight that could be moved around a little bit more. Anyway, we should be starting to see freight making an appearance of an oil-based nature anytime soon. But as you can see already, it's not that we're not shipping stuff, right? I mean, look at all of this lot that's waiting to be done. What we should start seeing, however, is increasing numbers of freight trains actually appearing at stations. If we have a quick look and see exactly how many I've got now, it's going to be a few. Let's have a look down here. Where are we? Right. Widdershins is... there's some. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 going each way on that route. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that one. I left that one largely alone, purely so that because it wasn't making a huge amount of money. Tankers, apparently I've got 6. Okay, fine. And then over down, my goodness me, I did order quite a few of those, didn't I? I'm not even going to bother counting. But even with this quantity of trains on those routes, you're still talking a few minutes for them to complete their cycle. and that in itself is cause for a little bit of concern. Let's turn off the stuff waiting for a moment and see if we've got a view happening. I'm running at high speed just to see what we get out of this. My backstop plan, my backup here is I'll sell down to maybe 6 trains per route if this all stops working. Why is that happening? Oh, it's because you're an interior line. Okay, so why is this happening? We've got a queue here. What are you awaiting? Do we need a signal on there, maybe? Well, if you do, tough. I think the maximum loan I can get is 100 million. I'm not going to port barrel my way out of trouble. No, those days are over. There's one waiting. Here's one waiting. All right, where's the front end of the queue, and what am I going to do about it? There is not a lot I can do about it. There's another one waiting. Look. More signals would allow these guys to bunch up a bit, which would help. Why aren't you entering the platform? You surely stop at Hogsmeade Mainline. So you could do a cheeky stop there and wait in behind this CSX. Nope, there's another one. Here's another. Oh, blocking the junction both ways. Capital offence. Off with their heads. Then coming into here, which is going to form a fairly obvious bottleneck. Except you don't stop there. You're a tanker. You're still trying to get established, aren't you? Where are you trying to go? Are you on you're a Spinwood boxcar. You're going to Moss Isley East. Well, it's not that way. I'm just to let you know. You're trying to complete a lap before going to your first station. Okay, right. This is obviously... This is going to take a while to bed in, if it ever does. The only thing I hope now, and this is going to be alarming for you, is that I can get these trains rolling before they hit the age where they need to be replaced. Because I ain't replacing anything for a little while there. And we've just got, it's non-stop queuing. Now, these are all one way, so something is going to be moving on here. I do not have so many trains that the signals can't cope with it. That's all working. It's simply a case of which is the train that is causing the hold-up. Or are we sliding cat puzzling our way around the proceedings and waiting for one to clear through so that others may hang on. Yeah, this looks offensive. What do we got here? No, so far... No one's blocking anything of massive significance. That's scenery. Ignore that one. That's just scenery. No, we can get one through here. These 3 are all just waiting to go through the tunnel. The only thing that may be... Hello, autosave. Lovely of you to show up at about now. Because anything could happen. Just in case you can't make out the current bank balance, I'm 281 million quid in the hole. Just so you know. That's nice, because we're not going to be replacing anything in the short term. No, sir. That's the thing that's not happening. Right. Additional signalling here might have helped things. Nope. See, this only becomes a problem if someone is blocking both ways. We don't single track anywhere. I stopped that. I reckon it's Atlantis. You know. I reckon it's Atlantis, because Atlantis has got quite a lot going on there with services crossing over one another. Anyway, look, there's another one. Now, obviously, deploying a few more signals here certainly wouldn't hurt. But, yeah, you're blocked. So, I mean, if I were to stick a signal, I don't know, there, for example, we could get the coal train moving again. But honestly, that's not going to make a huge amount of difference. Nope, that's working. Okay. All right, you're all trying to go that way. But we've got one that can't come in this way. Where are you trying to get to? Right, freight, Spinwood, flat car. Look at the route. There it is. Okay. You are blocked by the tail end of that. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to sit you on a different platform. Atlantis, go over onto 4, would you? There we go. Right, that will get that one back in motion again. Now, obviously, all these were set up originally so that we could have multiple trains in the station at once. But getting even one moving will help make sure that my bacon has a certain amount of salvation going on. There will be occasional point blocking that makes life not worth living anymore. Right, okay, that has got the Widdershins line moving. And actually, something else has got it moving. Because these lot have just started moving of their own volition. Which is entertaining. There's certainly enough space on the track for everything to keep going constantly. It's mostly just a case of finding out where it's snarled up at the moment. And then, yeah, well, there's not a lot I can do about that. I'm $500 million down, son. Yeah, that's the long and the short of it there, is that, you know... Right, are you carrying much? 11 food. Brilliant. That's going to make all the difference. Or some road vehicles that need... no, tough. It's not my concern. Well, it is my concern, but it's not something I can deal with. You're carrying not a lot. You're off to Atlantis Freight, so at least you're heading to the right station next. Yeah, all right. Yep, thanks. Evidently, you're from the last thing that I built, whatever that might have been. But once I've uncorked this bottle, we should end up in a situation where the amount of freight flowing is enormous. Because it will be getting picked up and dropped off that quickly that I'm relying on my truck routes to pull my derriere from the fireplace. That's a thing we're waiting for. The bigger trick is going to be ship 9. Tough. The bigger trick is going to be getting them to space out just a little bit so that we don't have anyone waiting at a signal at any point. Look at this. That's an expertly placed signal. Exactly the right place. I mean, obviously, you know, in an ideal situation, Widdershins would still be moving, but it has, since uncorking it a moment ago, it has ceased doing so. What are you packing? 3 food. Brilliant. That's exactly what the people need. And you? Oh, I've got 6 bits of plastic. Great. Excellent. I'm going to say work, but I use that very, very loosely. So, you might be asking, all right, okay, yeah, you're very clever, well done. You've managed to balk it in the space of, well, I've been doing this for an hour. I've broken it in the space of an hour. I've blown through the entire budget. Now, that in itself is not much of a challenge. If you buy £1 billion worth of trains, you should expect to be all broken relatively quickly. Interestingly enough, this is why... No, it's not. No, I take it back. I was going to say that I had a few trains running on the wrong side because they were trying to get situated still, but that's actually not the case. They may still be trying to establish the routes, but they shouldn't be. Air quotes time. But they shouldn't be running on the wrong side of the track. I've got that many one-way signals in place now. That really shouldn't be a factor. Now we'll know that this has started working if we see some oil deliveries happening. But again, you know, that's not going to happen for a bit. Right, you're the tank car. Okay, I see no reason for you to have to go onto that platform. You know, I'm going to let you. Where are we here? This is one of the obscure ones. How dare you call us? It's Hill Valley, man. It's obscure. Hill Valley South. Try 1. All right, that might help you stay mobile a little bit more. Lots of vehicles now in need of a bit of replacement. It's not going to help you stay mobile because we're waiting for that one to move again. In fact, I could probably do continuous laps of the main line now. Yeah, all right. I want to turn that notification off. It's not doing me any favours. Well, this is going to be worth considering. Later on, there's a fairly high chance that level crossings such as this one, I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 of those. Hello. Train 99 and 125 are having difficulties. Alright, well that's... you're 99. You're on the correct side of the track. Train 125 is in that tunnel. Oh, yeah, that's a problem then, isn't it? Isn't that? Well, that's not something I encountered before. Okay, well, that's tricky, isn't it? Then I'm 700 million in the hole. I can't do anything about that. I'm going to have to back one of them up a little bit. Right, let's turn you round, and then as soon as I've got some money. Alright, and then come back this way. Alright, no, let's try this one. Turn back this way. Yeah, that's good. Right, now, come back the other way. See if that does the trick. It's not going to. Oh, that's really interesting. How are you going to fix that with no money? Ooh. I'm sure turning this around is going to be the way to do it. I can get these trains to pass through one another. I know that's cheating. However, it's the only thing I've got left. Turn you around as well. Yeah. Where are you going to? Well, you've gone up there. Well, that's all kinds of bad. Well, just stop for a sec, will you? I'm having a think. Okay, now then. You're trying... Woo! Where are you trying to go? Alright, okay. You're now trying to go to Gotham Transfer, which I think is this station. It is this station. We've got some... Look at the oil! Look at all the... There is so much money waiting to happen. Okay, don't stop crying. Pull yourself together. Gotham Transfer. What if I were to turn you around? Alright, go on. You can go further than that. You can. I swear you can. You can't. Okay, right. Turn this one round. Move it out of the way so that we can get that one just a little bit further. Alright. No one's going that way anyway for the moment. Actually, that might be the solution. Or also, in other news, that's supposed to be going that way. What have I done? That's a Widdershins. And it was trying to spin... No, it is now spin-wooding. Okay. Well, it's going up the correct side of the... no, you just create the same problem again. What I need is another... Oh, dear. All this can be fixed with a correct association on a bit of... on a good train. With a bit... Yeah, I know there's a problem. Right, okay, let's fire you the other way as well. Yes. Right, you stay there. Right, if I can get this one through this signal, then possibly life returns to normal. Now, because there's been a blockage here, there will be space further up the track. It really depends on what these trains are going to do when they get a chance. There you go. Right, cleared that one through. All right, okay. Now I might have to play. Signal Guard here for a little bit. So what we want to do, right? We'll let this one through as well, and then the next one we'll hold in the station. Alright, okay, you're free to go as soon as you've got a route. No, now is not the time. Not now. No, you won't get through. You're not going to get through there. It's not going to happen for you. Because this is just ever so slightly too long. Turn around. Oh, no. Darn. Alright, send it up that way. Go on. No, you only have yourself to blame. Well, I only have me to blame. Right, put that on a red signal. And let's get this one out of the way. And then you stop there. Hold. Right. Now, I'm going to need you to hold for a bit until we can get some stuff rattling through. 1 billion in debt at the current time. Yep, we've got trains reaching their lifetime. I'm hoping they still make some money. Let's have a quick look at the bank balance We're burning 200 and change million a year. The income has not yet picked up. Remember, it was at 410 when I broke everything in the first place. So, don't you get cheeky. Stay. Look, I need to do a bit of crossing guard here to try and unpick this, and that is going to rely on my my judicious sense of something. Okay, right, now then. You can go. That's that one. Go on, get through. Alright. And then we'll stop whatever's coming up behind you. Alright, get that out of my way. I don't know how long I'm going to be sat here dealing with this, but it can be dealt with. The way to deal with it, interesting. What is going to be the way to deal with it? You stop. No, that didn't fix it. Why didn't that not fix it? Where are you trying to go? You're waiting for a free path. Yes. Path. Free. Yes. Stop telling me that things are wrecked. I'm working on it. Where are you trying to go? Why are you trying to go up there? We've got ourselves a problem. You're travelling Widdershins, but that's the wrong platform. Did I change that? Can't roll it out. Right, Goth, transfer. Yeah, you, try 4. Thank you. There you go. Well done. Good. Okay, who's next? You there. Right, off you go. Yeah. There you go. Welcome to Signal Box Simulator with me, Colonel Failure, and me signal box of toys. Right, you are out of here. Look at that, 360 oil on board. Yes, and actually Gotham Transfer is going to be oil central. It's got 2 oil wells. It's got oil processing going on in there as well. It's everything an oil monger could want to see. You get rolling. Right, let's put that over here. Train 16 needs replacing. Yeah, I'm sure it does. What am I going to replace it with? Cornflakes? I ain't got anything in my bank box. Also, there's nothing coming up there. That's a bit of a worry. But you know, we're not going to fret about that too much. Right, you can go as soon as you've got a green signal. We'll intercept anything coming up this way. Now, there is a minor concern, of course. Oh, shut up! A minor concern about stuff that I sent up the track the wrong way. We're just going to have to trust that it will find its way home at some point. Okay, right. So the main problem was our piece of single track is a potential. Well, it's a very obvious bottleneck, but it's just typical that for as much as I've left some room in between in the bottlenecked section, didn't leave enough. So there's that. Here we go. We got one coming in. What are you? And what are you packing? You're a boxcar. Well, I'm not expecting great things from you. Let's have a look. See what we've got waiting. 317 plastic. Well, that's good news. I hope you're taking it. You transport plastic. These boxcars take plastic. Oi! What are you... Why are you... What? Because it's going Widdershins? And that's the Spinwood? Oh, flipping heck. Okay, right. Well, no, never mind. Right, there you go. That's happening. Now then, at what point... I was going to say this earlier on. At what point are you going to pull the plug on this ridiculous idea? When I'm $1 billion in debt... That time appears to have gone. Hold everything. Income this year, we're in December, is pushing $500 million. That's more like it. And you'll recall that I spent a significant portion of last year playing train manager here on this bridge to try and unstick things. So only now are we starting to get things moving correctly. And I think I can manage this junction just by watching this for anything coming in. The only reason that I'm not taking my eyes off it at the moment is because if I do, then then we'll end up with a snagged situation again. There you go. This is the what are you? You are the hopper. Yeah, there is absolutely zero benefit to the hopper waiting at this station for anything at all. Neither drop off nor pick up. It's never going to do any business, and therefore there's no sense in me stopping there. Arguably, you could say that that lumber had the same kind of situation. I see it. I've got it. I see it. I see it. I see it. There you go. You stop. Wait until my signal. There's my signal. You can go. I might need to intercept this one, but I'm pretty sure you'll be good. Actually, that entire problem could have been based on the fact that I had the oil train on the wrong platform. I don't think that's the case. Actually, I don't think that's the case. Or do I? Why were they stuck in the first place? Because you had something waiting here. Okay, if I would have killed that signal right there, we wouldn't have a problem. No, bleed it. Now, actually, you'd have to get rid of that one, and there'll be another signal somewhere as well over here. No, it's just one. No, two signals. There's the other one. If I kill those two signals, then admittedly we slow down the flow through there, but we no longer have a problem in terms of stuff bunching up. Or rather, we'll never see two trains in this section at the same time. Right, okay, let's have a look and see how we're doing. 150 million in debt, and it's September. We came close last year to only losing 100 million quid. That's interesting. That's not bad. Getting below 100 million is a biggie. Road income was up 10 million. All right. We'll probably be around the same mark again this year. We're at the start of November, so we've a little way to go. But yeah, that's going to be a challenge. However, I think, given that we're starting to see trains come through now on their own, and they're coming through in both directions, I think we've unpicked the traffic jam. There'll still be some vehicles waiting. Inevitably there's going to be some queuing, but for the most part, I think that we've actually got it rolling again. All right, last year 422, yeah, and that's all train. Although air passengers picked up dramatically, which is, it's not really what I was expecting, but it did pick up quite a lot. Don't know why, just did. Well, who's to say? Maybe it was because elongated freight wait times have led to air travel becoming more desirable. I think you're reaching there. That's a tricky one. Right, okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, an odd episode for you, but this is known as what happens when you pour petrol onto a raging fire. That's what happens. I was making best part of 100 million quid a year profit, and now I'm losing the same amount. But hey, look, it allowed me to put up a title that was, spending £1 billion in 5 episodes, 5 minutes or something. I've been Colonel Failure. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fix this for you and for me, and then I shall return to some semblance of normality once I've got the red turning into a green. Where are we? June. Coming up on the tail end of June, 246, 250, there we go. 500 million is on the cards. Oh, for crying out loud. Me and buying dozens of vehicles at the same time, it's always going to pan out badly. So I'm going to hang out by this junction for a bit, give it maybe, 25 years, see what happens, maybe, and then sell trains down to the point where profit can occur again freely. Let's pop out to another station. I got a chance that one's not gonna just implode in the meantime. There's got to be somewhere where exciting things with trains are occurring, so that I can. Oh, hello, that's exciting. No, it's moving. It's okay. It's not broken. It's moving. there is some waiting going on, but that will be the case from time to time. You pack in 360 food, lovely. You less than that, all right. 80 assorted. Well, okay, that's not nothing. No, it's 80. And you? Oh, 400 and a bit. That's good too. All of these trains are going to make some money. Historically, this one has actually made cash. Huh. There's a thing. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back soon where all of this will be fixed, and what we'll do then is set up internal freight routes to help bolster what remains of the main line. Well, that's it. I mean, you could say, oh, surely you can't redeem yourself from this. That's easy. You just sell it all again. And then you wait for it all to get sold, and then you pick up the pieces after that. You have to pay a bit to replace all the vehicles that are broken, but I got enough equity in rolling stock to put myself back in a flipping go away safe zone. You might as well go away as well. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio. No, I haven't gone completely doolally. Part of this was motivated by wanting to prove a couple of comments that, there is method to what I'm doing. But secondly, I thought, well, what the heck? I've got $2 billion in the bank. Let's see what happens if I go completely mad and buy all the trains. I have gone completely doolally. It's going to take some fishing to get out of this one. I'll probably downgrade the number of trains in order to start making enough money to pay back the big amount. In fact, if I shut down the whole of the main line and then pay it all off and then re-establish the trains again, that's probably what I'll do. Put in some more signals, double up some track, make sure the bottlenecks disappear, that kind of thing. Anyway, I should be up to that point by the time you re-emerge for the next episode. Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, I probably ought to get working on that now. It's going to take a while.